This is the AM show on 3 Magic Talk and online. It's now 14 minutes away from 9 o'clock. With Auckland house sales down almost 20% and the nationwide average down around 10% from this time last year, it's fair to say the housing market has slowed. So if you're in the tricky position of selling your place now, how can you get the best price in a slow market? Debbie Roberts from the Property Apprentice joins us now.
Hi Ryan, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Excellent.
So what do we do? What's the top tip? Because I know people in this position who are trying to sell or thinking about selling, but if it's going to take a long time. They may not get the right price.
Exactly. So I think, one of the things that's important to remember is that it's a normal stage of the property cycle. Just about right across the country, we're past the peak of the boom. So, and we know that because the days to sell has increased. Number of days to sell in each area is increasing. And same with the weeks of unsold inventory in the real estate agencies, that's increasing as well. And so we know we're past the peak of the boom. That does not mean that values are falling. And I know that we're seeing lots of reports about median values dropping. That doesn't necessarily mean that every house is going to drop by that much. It might just mean that it's the lower value properties in that area that have been selling more of, so that drags the median down. So if you're in the market to sell at the moment, unless you're in a hurry to sell, which is not fun. If you're in a hurry to sell and the market is not booming, that's not a great time because, this is a buyer's market.
So what do you do if you are in that position? You've got a job in Wellington, you live in Auckland, you've got to move.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Yeah, so the things that you can do to get your best chance of getting the best price for your property, if you can be patient, then be patient. You should expect that it is going to take longer for your house to sell than it normally would. Listen to your real estate agent, so if they're giving you advice about something, it's because, assuming that they're a good real estate agent, so find yourself a good one to start with, but, they'll know the area that they're marketing for sale. So listen to them, take their advice on board. It's the tried and true things like, declutter. So nobody that's coming to have a look at a house wants to see all your, I was going to say a bad word then, but they don't want to see all your junk.
Chase.
So, yeah, exactly. So they don't want to see all your junk lying around. So, get rid of it, even if it means that you've got to stick, cardboard boxes in a friend's garage, just whatever, just declutter, get rid of all of the tat. And then, you might even consider doing a stage. So if you've moved out, get a company in to stage your property. If you're still living in the property, contact one and see what they would do as far as a partial stage goes, because you want to present your property in the best possible light. Take care of any repairs and maintenance issues that need to be done. You don't want to give people an excuse to find something to negotiate on. What you want is to have an emotional buyer, like a home buyer, come through, have a look at your home and fall in love with it.
Put some bread in the oven. That's a good trick that I was told.
Definitely get rid of funky smells, Open up windows, put those little scented things around your house. People walk in and it smells nice.
What do you advise people before they've bought their first property, or maybe they're buying another one? Mm-hmm. If the market goes the way that it has, we're in a bit of a lull, there are some properties that are always going to be hot, aren't they? So if you're thinking of buying and you're worried about a lull in the market like this one, is it location that's most important?
I think location is always important, but, when it comes to buying in a market like this, you have got the opportunity to negotiate hard. There will be some people that will need to sell. So, if you find a property that you like and the owner is motivated to sell for whatever reason, like maybe they're relocating to Wellington, they will take the best offer that they get if they've got a time frame. If they're not motivated to sell, they can just hold out until they get the price that they want. So you're not going to get a discount on every property that you're looking at, but you do have a much better chance of negotiating a good deal in a slow market.
Brilliant. Debbie, thank you so much for that.
You're welcome.
That is Debbie Roberts from Property Apprentice talking to us about the slow market and how you can get the best bang for your buck. After the break, Kate Roger is back with Marvel movie favourites and what you should watch over the Easter long weekend. That's next.